Hi everyone, Keith Arkberg Farms. It is now really hot out, and that is where the irrigation is really important. And today I'm going to show you how I solved my biggest irrigation problems with this. So let me show you. Now, if you've seen my videos in the past, you know that we have a main distribution hub up here point that comes off our main water supply, and then we have an irrigation header that runs straight through the whole entire middle of the farm. From here, at each greenhouse, we have a line that tees off. We have a little riser there with a spigot that we can hook our timers to on irrigation. Same thing out in the field blocks as well. Each greenhouse has one. And then out in the field here, they pop up in the middle of these plots. So we got one right there in the middle of plot 7 and another one right there in the middle of plot 6. So we just come up with a spigot. They're not frost proof or anything, so you do have to blow them out at the end of the season. Put our pressure reducer, because we have super high pressure out here, and our timer, and voila, we got irrigation everywhere. Great concept, never have to worry about it, except for the fact of when I mess with it, and that's when I run into problems. Every other time, we have timers. It's automatic, I just have to mess with them, no issues. Replace the battery at the beginning of every season, so they go all season long, no problem. Until, like I said, I mess with it. Did it over here in the greenhouse, and I do this almost once a year. So this is a great way to prevent that from happening. Now, I noticed I started having an issue in here. And it's pretty easy to spot with cucumbers, and especially with the squash over there that I actually killed because of it. Because the tips, which is not really doing it, they're starting to recover, get real pointed and long, and they just don't really develop out. But that is specifically from one cause, and that cause is not getting water. So what I finally figured out after about a week of noticing it and trying to figure out, why are my squash plants dying? Do they need something? Do they have vine borers? Are the cucumber beetles hitting my cucumber plants? Came over, checked my timer, everything's running great. Kicked up the watering cycle, figured, oh, they just need more water. Then, about 3 days later, this went on for a week when it was about 100 degrees out, I came over and noticed that I had shut this off. What I had actually done is I hooked up my overhead irrigation, because it's on a separate line, just to kind of get the whole greenhouse, just moisture levels back up. Shut it off, took that hose off, put my main header line that goes back into my drip irrigation back on, never turned it on. That's where I came up with this. I've seen this done on a lot of farms, but they do it in the exact opposite fashion I do. What they do, they have a carabiner or something. When they turn on their irrigation, they unclip it from the spigot, go and hook it on them, put it in their pocket, something to remind them at the end of the day. They look down and go, oh, I still have one of these. That means I have irrigation on out there. Me, on the other hand, always leave everything on. It's all on timers. So I clip mine on when they're on, and then take them off when I turn the system off. That way I know at the end of the day, when I go check my pockets, I'll find this little thing clipped on me. I'll go, oh yes, I completely forgot to turn an irrigation header back on. Walk out the field, turn it back on, reclip it, and we're good to go. Pretty simple, pretty easy. The real most important part of this is when you mess with your header, take this off. Don't be lazy and shut it off, otherwise it completely defeats the purpose of this little reminder. Basically a $1.25 reminder to keep everything going on your farm, keep your irrigation running, not overly or underly. You can use it for both ways. We use it for when we turn them off and when we mess with them. So pretty simple, pretty easy. And that's about it for this week. So hope you all liked what you saw today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.